I know what you're thinking. You want to build muscle, but you also want a life outside the gym. Minimalist training, an effective, efficient, and simple approach for building more muscle in less time. The solution to all your problems, right? Well, not quite. I've been at this fitness game for over a decade, but in the last 1 to 2 years, the gains I've seen with this style of training, not only in my body but also in my life, have been truly life-changing to say the least. But here's the thing, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are 4 hidden problems with building muscle that nobody talks about, and with minimalist training, these problems become significantly more important. And chances are you might be experiencing them as we speak, but also simply ignoring them will negatively impact your ability to consistently build muscle. But luckily with every problem, there's a solution. So starting with what I think is the most important problem, and that's the need for proper lifting form. And this may come as a surprise even if you've been training for 3 to 5 years. Picture this, lifting weights with proper form is like driving with autopilot, because you've now minimized your chances of getting injured, and getting consistent results then becomes stress-free. But if you're slacking on form, it's like having autopilot randomly stop when you're on the highway. Sure, you might see progress, but it won't be as sturdy or reliable. The thing is, proper form isn't just about being strict or following the rules. It's also super important for building muscle effectively and efficiently. Because when you're not thinking about form or technique during each lift, you risk targeting the wrong muscles. It's like trying to drive without a GPS. You'll probably never reach your destination, at least without getting lost. And here's why it matters even more with minimalist training. Not only are you having to push to failure in order to guarantee muscle gain, but you're also doing fewer exercises, sets and reps, so everything counts. There's no room for average or sloppy reps. Every time you lift, you must aim for at or near perfection. So whether you're new to working out or you've been at it for a while, don't just lift for the sake of lifting. Proper form is a secret to long-term gains and avoiding injuries. Try this. Film yourself with your phone propped up against your bottle, or ask a personal trainer for guidance. Take the time to get it right, because you want to spend more time making gains, not fixing pains. The next problem is to do with incomplete stimulation of muscles for a well-balanced physique. I'll explain. Because when you're doing minimalist workouts, you're doing fewer exercises. That means some muscles are likely to be neglected. It's like trying to make a smoothie with a knife. Not every ingredient is going to get the same attention. Here's the thing, there are 9 main muscles you should work on for a balanced physique. And ignoring one or a few is like making it obvious that there's a clear favorite child. But if you're only focusing on compound movements like a lot of minimalist programs do, in other words, doing only exercises that work 2 or more muscles, then you end up neglecting some muscles, which will result in muscle imbalances, meaning some muscles grow but others won't really. It's like having a big chest and small arms. So if you want an attractive and well-balanced body, then you need to find the missing pieces to the puzzle, otherwise you just won't get the whole picture. Do this by making sure you're hitting all 9 main muscles. And this will mean having to add more exercises to your program and slightly increasing your workout times. But if that's an issue, you can balance this out by reducing the number of sets per exercise. But do keep in mind to push to failure in order to make this work. Also, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. So have a look in the mirror, see what needs work, and give every muscle group some attention. But here's permission to work a little less hard on leg day, because legs are made for walking. The next problem is that there's too little volume, resulting in little to no growth. Because with minimalist training, you're often doing a significantly lower number of reps and sets. And because of this, it may seem near impossible to build muscle. But as I say, it's not about what you do, it's how you do it. You see, when your goal is to build more muscle in less time, one thing you need to make sure is that you're getting enough high effort stimulation, meaning you often need to push each muscle to or near failure. As a result, this will force your muscles to grow, even with say 2 sets per muscle per week, coupled with a few minimalist training hacks which I talk about in my last video. And so pushing to failure with minimal sets and reps is like trying to squeeze out another bit of toothpaste. There's usually more than you first thought. So are you challenging your muscles enough to grow? Think about it. Other highly effective techniques for building muscle with low volume include myo-reps, supersets and drop sets. And to learn more, I'll put a link on screen later in the video. Next and final problem is the idea of doing the same few exercises over and over, like having the same boring meal every day. But hey, there's an easy fix. So while training simply and for a shorter time has its perks, it's also important to keep it exciting. Something as simple as tracking your progress can make a big difference. Because when you note down what you do each time you work out, the number of reps and the weight you lift, you're signaling to yourself this is a checkpoint. Now here's where the magic happens. By aiming to improve numbers every time you work out, you're giving yourself an opportunity to level up mentally and physically. It's like playing a game with yourself, and winning means growth. But even if you push real hard and it doesn't go to plan, you're still in a position to build more muscle. muscle. And speaking of more muscle, imagine an exclusive community of what I call part-time bodybuilders, where we're all on a journey to build more attractive bodies, while living a more balanced and meaningful life. A place where you get unlimited access to expert coaches, helping you achieve your health and fitness goals in a simple and highly effective way. A place where you actually get to decide how long you want to spend working out and how often, as well as how little time you want to spend in the kitchen. And unlike most solutions which start with the program, instead we want to start with your exact needs and ideal lifestyle. Plus connect with other guys on the same journey striving towards the same goal and inspiring each other to improve 1% every day. If you're ready to take your body and life to the next level, click the link below and join our waiting list by answering a few simple questions. So these are 4 hidden problems with minimalist training for building muscle. The need for proper lifting form, incomplete stimulation of muscles, too little volume resulting in little to no growth, as well as doing the same few exercises over and over. And without knowing how to simply fix them, you'll never be able to build muscle, let alone living your best life. But also without knowing a complete solution, you'll continue to feel lost on this journey of improving your body and life. So check out this video here where I show you a simple 3-part solution, how it works and how to apply it.